Hey, what's going on, guys? It's MaxMax24, and it is the month of May. That's right, April has come and gone, and with a new month means a new haul video. Before we get it, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, fans, and all I just all the fans of us YouTubers. Tell you guys to follow me on social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have most on Twitter and TikTok. Sometimes Facebook, barely on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me here. And with that, let's get into my monthly haul video. So this month, I bought a lot of movies, a couple video games, a lot of books, and a couple pop figures. Let me know what kind of things you picked up in the month of April. This is just where I show you what I got. Let me know what I picked up that you really like, that you really enjoy. Let me know what I picked up that you absolutely hate, and make sure to let me know what you picked up as well. Now, April is an exciting month. A lot of things came out. A lot of things I purchased because there's a lot of sales going on. So let's just jump right into the movies. And first up, we got Peter Rabbit. Now, this, I did not go and buy this myself. No, this was a present from my parents because it was Easter. And they're like, you like movies? This is about a bunny, the Easter bunny. And so, there you go. It's a movie. I mean, it's an alright movie. It's not a great movie, and it's not the best movie in the world, but it's not a horrible movie. It's not a train wreck, but I probably would never have bought this without them. Then I got the Croods 2 movie collection. Now, I'm trying to collect all of the DreamWorks movies, and that means I gotta buy movies like this. I've seen the first Croods. I have not seen the second Croods. The first Croods was good. I heard good things about the second Croods. I'm excited to check it out. But really, the only reason I got this is because I'm trying to fulfill my DreamWorks collection, which sadly means I'm gonna have to get Boss Baby at some point. That's gonna suck. Then I picked up Trolls 2 movie collection. Again, just trying to get all the DreamWorks movies. I've seen the first Trolls, haven't seen the second Trolls. I didn't really love the first Trolls, but it was on sale, and I'm trying to fulfill my collection, so I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. Again, this is gonna be bad, because one of these months I'm gonna pull out, and I got Boss Baby 2 movie collection. It's gonna be bad. But this is the start of that badness. But I guess if you like Trolls, good for you. I needed it for my collection, so. Then I picked up Spider-Man Far From Home. No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home on Steelbook. I love this Steelbook case. It's such a nice case. Sometimes they do really bad with their Steelbooks, but they really knocked it out of the park with the No Way Home Steelbook. And they knocked it out of the park with the No Way Home movie series. So this was an amazing Spider-Man movie. If you haven't seen this movie, you need to go see this movie. I don't know who in the world hasn't seen this movie, but it's entirely worth it. It's probably one of the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, one of the best Spider-Man movies you've ever gotten. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this film. I've seen it so many times, and I'll keep rewatching because it's so good. And the Steelbook is it's an amazing Steelbook. And then I picked up Death on the Nile. This is the latest Agatha Christie movie. Kenneth Branagh, I think that's how you pronounce his name, wants to do all of these like Hercule Poirot mystery movies, and this is the second one. He wants to do the third one. This one didn't do great in the box office. I enjoyed this one a lot more than I enjoyed Murder on the Orient Express. I think they're both not amazing detective, like, mystery type movies, but I think they're still pretty good ones. And in this movie, Kenneth Branagh is really trying to inject some life and some plot and some deepness into Hercule Poirot, and that makes it more interesting to watch. And some of the characters were alright, others were but I actually liked the conclusion of this mystery more so than Murder on the Orient Express. That Murder on the Orient Express conclusion was kind of a cop-out, whereas this one actually felt more like a mystery. I really enjoyed this movie. Alright, it just, again, not my favorite murder mystery movie. There's definitely some better murder mystery movies out there, but it's not a horrible one either, and it's definitely worth a watch if you like Murder on the Orient Express or if you like mystery movies. And then I picked up a lot of Doctor Who seasons because Doctor Who was on sale. For starters, I got Doctor Who, the complete 8th series. This is Peter Capaldi's first season. I love Peter Capaldi. He's my second favorite Doctor. A lot of people don't give his era enough credit, but I absolutely loved his era. I loved his storytelling. I love Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. I just love the persona he brought to it. And I didn't mind Clara. Season 8 is when Missy comes in, and it was just a great season overall for the most part, besides some of them. Is this the one? This is the one with the Random Forest. But overall, this is a really good season, and Peter Capaldi had a great first season. I love Peter Capaldi. And then I picked up Doctor Who, the complete 10th series. This is Peter Capaldi's final season. This was with Bill. This is one of the most fresh seasons that we've gotten. This one was really good. Probably one of the best 2-part finales with the Missy and the Master, and this was such a good season. All right, I think most of these episodes were knocks out of the park. I mean, the whole pyramid saga, like the 3-episode pyramid part, that was all right. It was not amazing, but it was still really good Doctor Who, and I love Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. I thought he was fantastic, so I'm excited to have it in my collection. And then I picked up Doctor Who, the complete 11th series. This is Jodie Whittaker's first season. It was hit or miss. I enjoyed some of the episodes, like Rosa, I thought was fantastic. But other than, and Demons, the Demons one, the Demons of the Punjab, I think it was. Yeah, I loved both those episodes. For the most part, though, a lot of these episodes are misses. I think Jodie Whittaker does a good job, but the writing kind of let her down in a lot of these episodes, so it was not a great first season for her. I still think it was a good first season, but it was not a great first season. And then I picked up the complete season 12. This is Jodie Whittaker's second season. This is where The Timeless Child came in. Now, people were loving this season when it was running. I was loving this season when it was running, but now everyone's saying they hated it, and then it was the worst season she had because The Timeless Child stuff was stupid. Okay, it's great, but stop pretending like this season did not have some banger episodes, alright? Spyfall Part 1 and 2, fantastic. Fugitive of the Jadoon, fantastic. The Lone Cyberman storyline, the 3-parter at the end, fantastic. Even if you don't like the Timeless Child storyline, it was still really good writing. I think this is Jodie Whittaker's best season. I think Flux is the worst, and season 11 is the second, but I think this was a really good season overall. Even if you don't like the Timeless Child arc, there's still a lot of fun to be had here. Those were all the movies/TV shows that I picked up in the month of April. Now let's get into the video games. And for video games, I picked up 3. First, I got Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I've been looking forward to this game since it got announced. I went and waited in line to see this at E3. Did it meet my expectations? Yeah, it did. I think it's a really good Star Wars experience. I think it's probably one of the definitive Star Wars experiences. I mean, it lets you play all 9 movies in fantastic form. I think it's a lot of fun. Do I wish that they made some different choices? Yes, I think the prequels were a little lacking here, but the originals and sequels, I think they did a really good job here. I think the prequels, they made some weird decisions where, like, especially with the Mustafar battle, like, one player has to play as R2-D2. Why? In Complete Saga, one player got to play as Obi-Wan and one player got to play as Anakin. They should have just kept that. But I think overall this is a fantastic Star Wars game, a fantastic Lego game, and I can't wait to see where Lego goes from here. And then I picked up all of the Kingdom Hearts games, all in one collection for PS4. Never played a single Kingdom Hearts game, but they announced Kingdom Hearts 4, and I'm like, I should probably figure out what the hype about Kingdom Hearts is all about. So I bought this. We'll see what happens. We'll see when I start actually playing it. But I'm excited to check these out. I've heard the story's really confusing. I've heard you might want to have grown up on them to really understand the appeal. But I'm really excited to give it a try because everyone seems to love these games, and I don't understand why. And you know, I want to understand. I want to be a part of the Kingdom Hearts fandom. Maybe not. And then finally for games, I picked up Nintendo Switch Sports. All right, how could I not? It's Wii Sports, but for the Nintendo Switch. I absolutely loved Wii Sports. I've played so much Wii Sports, and now I'm going to play so much Nintendo Switch Sports, alright? So far, the Switch has pretty much everything to relive my Wii dreams, my Wii childhood. Except for Koopa's Tycoon Town in Mario Party. Get on that, Nintendo. But Nintendo Switch Sports, I think it's a good game. I think it's a lot of fun. It feels like Wii Sports. It does everything that I wanted from Wii Sports, except for it's missing boxing, but I'll forgive it if it adds it to DLC. But yeah, those were all of the video games I picked up in the month of April. Now let's get into the books, and I got a lot of these. I'm going to have to grab them. So I went to Half Price Books, and I love Half Price Books. And I also love video game tie-in novels, and they had a lot of video game tie-in novels. So I picked up Assassin's Creed Heresy. This is by Christy Golden, who is very popular in the World of Warcraft scene. And this is a new story in the Assassin's Creed universe. It's a new assassin. It's a new character. Follows, I think Joan of Arc makes an appearance. I haven't read it, but it's not connected to the games. It's a brand new assassin, brand new story in the world, and I just love the Assassin's Creed franchise. It's probably one of my favorite video game franchises, and I'm excited to dive into this one. And then I picked up Assassin's Creed Underworld. Again, this is disconnected from the games. It's the story of the mentor of the Fry twins. The Fry twins were the Syndicate assassins, and this is the story of their mentor. So a story we didn't really see in the games, and this is an exciting thing. I'm excited to check this out because it gives more context to Syndicate and to that story and the Fry twins. And then I picked up Black Flag. This is the story of Edward Kenway. Now this one is just straight up a video game. It's straight up the novelization of the video game, and I'm not upset about that. Reading a novelization of the video game, you get more in-depth stuff than you would in the video game, so it's exciting to see. And Black Flag is probably one of the best Assassin's Creeds that we've gotten, so reading more about Edward Kenway and his life is just a must. And then I picked up all three of the... Let's see if they're in the right order. All three of the Ezio trilogy. All three of them. We got Renaissance, which is Assassin's Creed 2. We got Brotherhood, which is, of course, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And we have Revelations, which is, of course, Assassin's Creed Revelations. This is Ezio's entire story, probably one of the best stories in gaming. One of the best Assassin's Creed assassins we've ever gotten. Great story, great 3 games. I wasn't a huge fan of Revelations like some people were, but overall, great trilogy, and I'm excited to dive into the book versions of this trilogy. So those were all the Assassin's Creed novels I got, and now I've got 3 more. Nope. I've got 4 more novels that I picked up. So I picked up World of Warcraft Rise of the Horde by Christy Golden. This is kind of like a novelization of Warcraft 1, Warcraft Orcs and Humans. Like before that happened, before that took place, this is like when the orcs in World of Warcraft first drank the blood of the Pit Lord and got all crazed and wild and went on a rampage. So this is the early days. This isn't in the games. It's just talked about. It's referenced. And I'm excited to read this. I love the World of Warcraft novels. I love the World of Warcraft lore. And then I picked up Exploring Azeroth Kalimdor. This book is kind of like a travel journal set in the continent of Kalimdor in World of Warcraft. And that's fun. That's interesting. An interesting concept. Now, there's some controversy around this one. I haven't dived into it yet, so I can't really make a claim on the controversy. But there was a lot of controversy around it. But I'm excited to check it out because I just want to read a travel book. Along with that, I got Exploring Azeroth, the Eastern Kingdoms. This explores the other continent. And I started reading this one, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I mean, it's just a travel novel. Just a character traveling across the continent, telling us stories. And that's really engaging and really fun, and feels like I'm reading a book that would be in the universe. And then, for the final book I picked up this month, I picked up World of Warcraft, Grimoire of the Shadowlands and Beyond. This is just the book about World of Warcraft Shadowlands, which is a very controversial expansion. But this is kind of like just a person wrote a book about exploring him and what goes on there and all the inner workings and everything. It's kind of like the next Chronicles novel, but not really. And, more context, more big book lore. I'm all for it. I can't wait to read this one too. Even if the Shadowlands is a controversial expansion, we're leaving it behind. I'm still excited to check this out. Those are all the books I picked up in the month of April. Let's finally get to the 2 pop figures I picked up. There's only 2, all right? And I got Sylveon the Pokemon. Fantastic pop. They've really outdone themselves with the Pokemon pop figures. They're very detailed. They're very fun to collect. I have pretty much all of them so far. Great pop. Love her. And then I picked up Boastful Loki. This is from the Loki show, the Disney Plus Loki show, and this is just one of the variants of Loki. This is the one where I believe he killed his brother and took the hammer. I believe. Yeah. So, great pop. Really detailed. Love it. I got all the Loki pops now. But yeah, those are all the things I picked up in the month of April. Let me know what you picked up. Let me know what you like that I picked up in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, all the fun of us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, subscribe to me here, and with that, I hope to see you in the next video.